After months of fighting, Libyan forces say they've seized the port city of Sirte from ISIL. The last remaining fighters reportedly surrendered and fled their former stronghold on Monday. CCTV's Clementine Logan has more.
The sound of gunfire is common in Sirte. This time, though, it's in celebration. Amid the rubble, Libyan soldiers and civilians celebrate what they say is the liberation of the strategic port city from ISIL. The remaining militants who'd clung to a few buildings reportedly surrendered or fled on Monday. Now, Libyan forces are advancing slowly and carefully. They still need to clear buildings with tunnels dug beneath them, and the threat of landmines remains.
Today we started the fight early. Heavy artillery helped us and we made great progress. Thanks to God. Now we are sweeping and scouting the area with our ground troops.
The drawn-out struggle for Sirte has cost hundreds of lives. Almost the entire population has fled. The city has been left in ruins. ISIL took advantage of the country's power vacuum last year to seize Sirte, the group's only major city outside Iraq and Syria. Forces led by brigades aligned with the UN-backed Tripoli government launched a counterattack in May, later backed by US airstrikes. The loss of Sirte is a huge blow to ISIL, though Libyan and Western officials fear that sleeper cells and militants who fled Sirte could turn to an insurgent campaign. Clementine Logan, CCTV.
Well, let's get to you more now on the liberation of Sirte. We're joined by our correspondent in Tunis, Yusuf Geji. Yusuf, of course, we know that Tunisia has been affected quite a lot by the presence of ISIL in Libya and at the same time has also recruited a number of fighters from Tunisia. What then is the likely impact and, of course, the response to ISIL's defeat in Sirte, in Tunisia and perhaps the wider region?
Well, what we learned from the different conflicts that happened in this region is that it's never a total or absolute victory or absolute defeat. In the sense that we know that there is a large unknown number of IS fighters who were able to escape to other regions of Libya, particularly the southern region of Libya, which is largely uncontrolled and very vast. So we do not know what's the next step for these people. They are probably trying to survive, but we know that they have a lot of options in front of them, whether staying in the Libyan desert or moving to other countries. What we can say now is that they don't have a home base anymore. However, they will try to retreat and operate from various places, whether in Libya or neighboring countries. And this will have certainly security impact on Tunisia, on Libya, and different countries, as it is likely that it will induce more conflict and more fighting.
And at this point, Yusuf, as you speak of the potential danger of fighters looking for other regions to form a new base, at this point, is the Tunisian government preparing itself to contain the threat posed by this group of returning jihadists?
Well, the Tunisian government is certainly preparing itself and has been preparing itself for a long time to face any influx of fighters coming whether from Libya or Syria, where there are also several Tunisian fighters. And in terms of concrete steps, Tunisia has built a fence along the Libyan border to secure it and make sure that nobody can cross the border illegally. And there were several attempts in the past year or so. Also, Tunisia has increased its security budget, meaning the budget for the Ministry of Defense and the Ministry of Interior, with the goal of increasing the weaponry and acquiring new weaponry, but also increasing training for for its soldiers. Tunisia is also collaborating with several countries in terms of intelligence, and more recently the president admitted that Tunisia is hosting a drone base, an American drone base in Tunisia, in order to fly to Libya and attack ISIL fighters.
Yusuf Geji, thanks very much for that update live for us there in Tunis.